What a bright future, right? We're going to be part of. Absolutely. JT, thank you so very much for your time today. Can we please finish with few takeaways? Because we did talk about the definition of FinOps for those who may be new. At the same time, adoption, making sure it makes sense for organization, at the same time, taking all the business benefits. So what kind of takeaways you think we should leave our audience with?
Just, I would say, leverage more automation. The more automation you can leverage, you can free up your resources from, like, they can focus on building new stuff and delivering value to your customers. Start with showback, allocate all the cost in different buckets and different business units, and leverage a platform like FinOps. I would highly recommend that, because we have an interesting pricing model. We only charge if we optimize your spend. So the platform is completely free. And it's important to us because it drives focus on our side. Like you mentioned, Irene, earlier, recommendations are recommendations if no one takes action. So we spend all our energy focused on, like, how do we make our recommendations, and how do we like produce effective recommendations, and how do we make it easy so developers actually take action. And we track that. That's like one of the metrics we track, like how much money are we optimizing for the customers. So yeah, leverage automation. Try out tool like FinOps. It's completely free.
Beautiful. We'll include links. So I encourage everyone, try. According to JT, it's free. Okay. I've seen their free demos. There are things, there are a bunch of resources from FinOps team. I've seen blogs, I've seen videos, fantastic webinars. So I encourage everyone to follow on LinkedIn FinOps, to contact JT if you, again, interested to learn more. I'm sure he has lots of experts who can spell out anything and everything we talked about today. And we have few more minutes. I want to finish with bonus question, JT, if you're ready. A challenge question, okay?
Sure.
So what kind of skills and expertise would people need in organization to run successfully FinOps? I'm talking about careers. I'm talking about what kind of talent people will need to think about, right, to be really successful. Because while we talked about engineers, we talked about financial managers, right? So it's like any engineer need to know about FinOps, or where do company find the best talent, you think?
Yeah, I think it starts with curiosity on, like, how do we I think if you're an engineer, you already have an advantage, and you just need to start adopting and understanding how much, what you're provisioning, how much does it cost, how is it built, how to optimize it. And as you start to pay attention to that, I think that will set you apart. And one of the things you could do is, get FinOps practitioner certified. And I remember going through like similar journey. I was like a sysadmin, and all of a sudden sysadmin turned into like a DevOps, because sysadmin was kind of behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's a natural progression, of course, right?
Yeah,
what used to be CSAT, but now DevOps. Yep.
All of a sudden, that kind of career path changed. We were like, from sysadmin, we were closely working with the engineering team to make sure that we deploy the code. I think the same path is here, right? Like, as engineers, like, starting point will be to educate yourself, get the FinOps certification. Start with practitioner. Now you understand a little bit more, and you'll start engaging with finance. And I think that's the best path.
Yeah, it sounds exciting to me, making such a difference in the business, because again, cloud costs can be debilitating, okay, for small teams, for medium-sized teams, for organizations of large size, all right? So it's very important to be in the center of it and get a hold of it, and there is technology now. So JT, thank you so much for presenting FinOps, for talking some of the critical benefits for the business, and just making this very exciting for more people to know about it. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.